Hello everyone, it's me, Maya, and welcome to my channel. Today, you might have noticed we're in a totally different location. I'm standing right next to my bookshelf, and that's because I wanted to show you and showcase the people that I feel are the strong women of my bookshelf. So basically, all the female characters or female authors on my shelf that I am especially proud of, and just people who just kick butt in their stories. We're just gonna go from this way, that way, and if I get bored or if you get bored, we'll just stop. So the first one, The Nature of Jade by Deb Coletti. The girl in that book overcame a panic disorder. Next one, Such a Rush. She became a pilot. Like, how cool is that? Every girl in the Lunar Chronicles series, like even Lavana, who was crazy extreme, you gotta sort of applaud her for how crazy she was, you know? Next one, the main character in Zora Neale Hurston's Their Eyes Were Watching God. I think her name is Janie, and she kind of went through a lot of frogs, basically, to find her main guy, and I think just her perseverance and kind of choosing her own mate kind of shows that she's a cool person. So Where'd You Go, Bernadette is the next one. And Where'd You Go, Bernadette and Mosquito Land. These are basically two novels where the main girl character is looking for her mom. And of course they do find them at the end. But it's really cool just how everything comes together. The Readers of Broken Wheel Recommend is another good one. This girl is from Sweden, and I think her name was Sarah, and she basically travels from Sweden to Iowa on a whim to meet a pen pal, and I just think that the strength and determination and just like the bravery of moving like literally across the world is the coolest thing ever. Like, I wish I could do that. Megan Mead's Guide to the McGowan Boys. Megan Mead is the only girl in a house full of boys, and she still finds a way to retain her girliness, and she is just one of the cooler heroines in my books, just because like she's a tomboy in a house full of boys. Like, she really retains who she is. The Main Girl in Dreamland Social Club by Tara Altebrando, and she is able to learn about her mother as well, and especially since her mother passed away and she didn't really know a lot about the person that her mother was, but she was able to kind of see that, yeah, my mom is kind of like me, and I'm able to be myself as well, because that's the type of person that my mom was, and it's okay to just be yourself. Next one, I just like P.S. I Like You by Casey West just because it was a cute story. It was another one of those, the girl's just gonna be herself. She's not trying to change herself just for a guy. This one is basically the whole reason I'm doing this video, is because it's a book called Women Wartime Spies by Anne Kramer. And I talked about this during, I can't remember. I think it was a booktubeathon or something or another. It might have been a readathon, not sure. But this is basically telling about all of the different women spies during both world wars and just the efforts that the women spies have been doing. So these women were getting into the thick of it. They were translating. They were basically the coolest women ever. But more than that, they were willing to die for what they believed in, because a lot of these women, they tell you everything. And a lot of these women experienced very graphic torture and just stuff that you wouldn't think about doing for your country, and they didn't even give it a second thought. It's like, yeah, I love my country and I'm gonna fight for it. And I just thought that was the coolest ever. And just so you know, you're literally sitting on a bookshelf, so we're kind of hoping that you don't fall. Fingers crossed. Beatrice from Divergent. Beatrice was the big one for me because it was the same name as my grandmother. And a lot of it was like she went against the grain of what her family wanted her to do. And I I love those type of stories, but she also turned into like kick butt. I'm going to do what I need to do. I can shoot a gun, I can fight, and I just goals, man. I just wanted to be her. I love Anna and the Swallow Man. Anna from that story, because she knew like 5 different languages, and I've always wanted to learn a lot of languages. Let's see. And I know most people would not look at Romeo and Juliet as like this really awesome girl power novel, but in this version it's kind of a choose your own adventure Romeo and Juliet likes to kick butt and she likes to lift weights. And what else could you love or not love about that type of story? Next is Nimona. Do I need to say it? She's a shapeshifter and she is bloodthirsty and she's just like my spirit animal, and what else do I need to say? Like, there's nothing else. This book I read recently. It's called Redwood and Wildfire by Andrea Hairston, and Redwood is the main character of this novel, and she is she's this powerful voodoo, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the politically correct term for that. And she's this powerful practitioner, and she's so powerful that it even scares herself, and it scares her from making any real connections with people. And sadly, it doesn't protect her from the whole world, but she still maintains that I'm descended from a lot of powerful women, and I'm going to maintain that I'm powerful, even if she sometimes forget it. But she kind of just knows that that's the person that she is. Inej from Six of Crows. She was so cool. Like, you wanted to be Inej. Like, you did not see Inej unless you wanted you to see her. And I was just like, I thought she was cool. And basically how she put Cass in his place at all times. There's nothing much I can say about it. I just can't. Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Katie in this book, because she was this like spider monkey kick butt. She was a hacker. She made sure that the people she loved she kept close, and she had a huge heart. But at the end of the day, she was flawed like us all. But it was kind of cool to see her progression of like, no, I'm not just gonna. I still like this guy that I broke up with, but it's not gonna be over forever. And finally, more of the main character, who is Coco, and the author, Danielle Steele. Coco, she went against the grain from her family's expectations of her. Love her, and she had this cute, cute movie star love interest. But also Danielle Steele, I really love the volume of her career, and I think just because she's written about like 90 bajillion books and she keeps on going, and I think as a writer or someone who just loves to tell stories, I think that's something you aspire to, is to just have a lot of stories in you that you just keep on telling. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like more of these videos, please hit subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!